In today's video, we're going to be talking about the two different methods for deep cleaning, so stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Nikki and I want to welcome you here to Carry Grace. Alright, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about the two different methods for deep cleaning. We're going to be talking about zone cleaning and then also task-based deep cleaning. Over the years, I have used both of these methods. I think they are both very good. I have found for me personally that depending on the season of life that I am in, one has worked better than the other, and then during other seasons of life, the other method has worked better. So I want to encourage you to try them both. Try them both out and see which one is going to work the best for you in your current season of life. I also want to just throw this out there. I talk about this a lot, but your routines should not look exactly like my routines. They should not look exactly like anyone else's routines on the internet. We all live in different homes. We have different amounts of time to dedicate to certain things. We have different priorities. And so for that reason, our routines should look different. But again, today we're going to talk about the two main methods, and hopefully you will be able to figure out which one is going to work best for you. All right, so let's start with zone cleaning. Now here on my channel, I have done tons of zone cleaning. So I do have a lot of videos that you can check out. That way you can see what zone cleaning looks like in action. Now I am the most familiar with the Fly Lady zone cleaning method. That is the method that I have used for years. I've also adapted it for myself at the beginning of this year. If you watched my video at the beginning of the year, I kind of tweaked it and did some things to kind of make it my own. I am actually using 6 zones instead of the Fly Lady's 5 zones. And I tell you that because I want you guys to know that while we're talking about zone cleaning, make this work for you. You can have 4 zones, you can have 5 zones, you can have 8 zones. You can do whatever you want to do. You just need to figure out a way to make it work for you and for your home. So what is zone cleaning? Zone cleaning is taking your home, mapping it out, and breaking it into zones. I currently have my home mapped out into 6 different zones. Now you don't have to make your list pretty. I just made my list pretty because I'm going to be showing it to you guys, but I just sketched this out in my planner and I've got 6 zones. So in each zone, I decided which rooms made the most sense to have together. So for me, zone 1 is my entryway, my porches, and my dining room. Zone 2 is my kitchen. Zone 3 is the 3 bedrooms that are in our home. Zone 4 is all 3 bathrooms that are in our home. Zone 5 is our living areas, and then I created zone 6 for myself, which is a flex zone. Now I'm not going to go all into the flex zone today because it's just something personal to me, but I created the flex zone so that I have some flexibility. Sometimes I use this zone for catching up. Sometimes I use this week when I'm in this zone to work on projects. Sometimes I use it to clean out the garage. You could use it for gardening. You could use it for any kind of hobby or anything that you want, but you're kind of just giving yourself a flex week to do with what you want. That's not the point of this though, but I knew I would get some questions, so I kind of wanted to touch on that. So you can see how I broke my zones down. Now the Fly Lady, she breaks hers down different. I think zone 1 and zone 2 are the same, but zones 3 and 4, they are different. I think zone 3 is like the master bedroom, the master bathroom, and the master closet. And then zone 4, if I remember correctly, is all of the other rooms in your house. Like all of the other bedrooms, office, laundry room, all of those different kind of things. So as you go through zone 4 with her system, you are not going to get to all of those rooms every single month, okay? So that's kind of just a different variation, but again, you can set this up to work for you. So the purpose of zone cleaning, like I said, is you break it down and you are giving yourself a zone that you're going to clean each week. So at the beginning of a month, you're going to start with, I say at the beginning of a month, it doesn't have to be the beginning of the month. When you initially start zone cleaning, just start, okay? Just say week 1 is today, and in whatever your week 1 is, you're going to clean zone 1. The next week, you're going to move through zone 2. The next week, you're going to move through zone 3. So depending on how many zones you have will determine how long it takes you to move through all of your zones. So in the Fly Lady system, she has hers broken down in a way that you go through 5 zones in a month. I take 6 weeks to go through all 6 of my zones. I have seen other people use 8 zones where they take an entire 2 months to go through all of their zones, and then they repeat them. So you're just breaking your home down into zones, and you're saying, this is what I'm going to do this week. This is the deep cleaning I'm doing the next week. This is the area I'm working in the next week, and so on and so forth. Once you have established your zones, you need to make a list of all of the tasks, and these are deep cleaning tasks that you would like to get done when you are working on your zone cleaning. So you're going to have a separate list for each zone that you have. Now, I do have a free printable that is available. You can check the description down below so that you can request that printable from me if it's something that you would like. But I use 9 base tasks that I do in every single zone, and then some of the zones have a few additional tasks. So the base zones for me would be things like dusting cobwebs, dusting lights and fans, dusting blinds, wall decor, baseboards, things like that. Things that you're going to have in every single room in your home. So I've got 9 base tasks that I do in each zone. Beyond that though, there are some rooms that are going to need some additional deep cleaning. Think about your bathroom. You've got shower doors that may need some extra attention when you're doing deep cleaning. You have things like bath rugs and things like that that need to be washed. You may have shower curtain liners, things like that. In a kitchen, you've got appliances, lots of appliances. You've got major appliances as well as small appliances. So those are deep cleaning tasks that you're going to want to address during your zone cleaning. So those are going to be some extra tasks that you may have in some of these zones. So zone cleaning, like I said, is simply you're breaking your home down into zones, and then you create a deep cleaning task list for each zone. So you're going to have several different lists. This is a list for zone 1, and then I've got zone 2. Zone 2 goes through here, zone 3, zone 4. Here's the rest of zone 4, and then zone 5. So as you can see, that is a lot of lists. And because there are a lot of lists, some people find zone cleaning very overwhelming. I totally get that. Other people find that zone cleaning is very helpful because it breaks it down one little step at a time. So if you feel like you need everything broken down, kind of like in micro steps, you may really enjoy zone cleaning. Another perk to zone cleaning is you basically have this scheduled out. You know that however many zones you have, you know how those are going to land on a calendar, and you have either 4, 5, 6, however many weeks to complete your tasks, and you know exactly which week you're going to be working on what. So if that is something that is very appealing to you, you may really enjoy zone cleaning. So how do you actually tackle the zone cleaning tasks? There's a couple different ways that you can do that. With the Fly Lady method, Marla, which is the Fly Lady, she suggests doing 15 minutes of zone cleaning each day. The idea is that by the end of the week, you will have gone through most of your tasks, just 15 minutes at a time. If you don't get to them all, you kind of just know where you left off, and then the next month when you're in that zone, you will pick up right back where you left off. Another way you can accomplish this, maybe you don't have 15 minutes every day, you could set aside an hour sometime during your week. You could do this on a weekday, you could set aside an hour maybe on a Saturday or Sunday. You could just find a block of time when you could focus. But I definitely recommend giving yourself a time limit. That way you are not always cleaning all the things all the time. So the purpose of this is to kind of break it down. You work through the things, you stop after you've done about an hour, and then you pick it back up the next time. So that is how zone cleaning works. So now we're going to talk about task-based deep cleaning. So for some of you, you're going to find this very appealing because you don't have so many lists. With task-based deep cleaning, you're not going to look at your home in sections. You're going to look at your home as a whole. So you're going to sit down and you are just going to make a list of all of the deep cleaning tasks that you would like to accomplish in a month. Now, yes, there are some tasks that are quarterly, yearly tasks, things like that. That's not what we're talking about in today's video. We're really just talking about monthly deep cleaning, but those tasks that don't need to be done monthly, you can decide how you are going to disperse those. You can add them to your list here if you do task-based deep cleaning, or you can incorporate them in some way into your zone cleaning. So like I said, with task-based deep cleaning, you are just going to sit down and you're going to make a list of all of the tasks, all of the deep cleaning tasks that you would like to get done every single month. And then you're just going to figure out when you're going to do these tasks. So it may be that you just set aside a little bit of time each day, just like you would with zone cleaning. You could set aside an hour a week. You could set aside, a couple hours on a Saturday, or just whenever it works for you. You're not actually going to be doing more cleaning or less cleaning. It's really the same amount of cleaning. You're just doing it in a different order. So some examples on here are things like clean your dishwasher, clean your washing machine, clean vacuum filters, things like that. So those kind of tasks, they're not going to apply to your whole home. You just, when you get to those tasks on your list, you're going to do them and you're going to check them off. But once you get to things like dust ceiling fans and lights, you're not going to just do that in one room. You're going to go throughout your entire house and you are going to dust all of the light fixtures. You're going to dust all of the fans. When you get to things like dust blinds and baseboards, you're going to do these throughout your entire home. So you can see that those tasks are going to be a little bit more time consuming because you're doing them in more than one room. Okay, so that's something that you're going to have to figure out how to allow that time for yourself. One of the major pros for doing task-based deep cleaning is that when you complete a task, you are only completing this task once for the month. So again, we're going to take the example of dusting blinds. So with zone cleaning, you are literally going to get your duster and you are going to be dusting blinds every single week in your home, depending on what zone you are in. So if you're in bedrooms, you're going to be dusting blinds. If you have blinds in your kitchen, you're going to be dusting blinds. If you have blinds in a bathroom, you're going to be dusting blinds. So you can see that there is a chance that those things that you're going to be doing, you're going to be doing them in every single room. When you are doing task-based deep cleaning, you only have to do the particular task one time. So you may find that this saves you time because you're getting out the tools for that task just one time, and then you don't have to do that task every week throughout the month. You just pick one time to do it and then you are done. So zone cleaning has kind of your deep cleaning built into a system. You know exactly when you're going to be doing certain tasks. But with this isn't really built into a system. This is just a list. So you have got to be somebody that can apply these things throughout your home. You may need to just pick a couple, write them in your planner for the week, know that you're going to tackle them. You may find that you just need to get out this list every week and work through some of them. You may find that you do better if you just take one large chunk of time and just do all of these deep cleaning tasks at one time for the month, and then you don't have to think about it. The beauty of this, though, is that you're not really locking yourself into a specific time of the month. You are just giving yourself a month to check these off. So if you just find yourself with some extra time, you can get out your list, you can get some things done, and then you are done with them. All right, so my number one tip for getting your zone cleaning done is to figure out which method really works best for you. You may find that one of these methods comes more naturally for you, If that's the case, that may be the method that's just going to work the best for you, because that's just kind of how you're wired. If you haven't done any if you haven't done any deep cleaning in a long time and you're not really sure which method will work best for you, my suggestion is to just try them both. Try zone cleaning for a month and then try the task-based deep cleaning for a month and see which one feels better. See which one feels like something that you can keep up with. The main thing with zone cleaning is to just figure out some time to dedicate to it. You've got to just make a decision. Hey, I am going to get this done. I want to get this done. It's important, and set aside some time to do it. Now, if you're in a super busy season and there's just no way that you can do these things, forget about it. Keep up with your daily routines. You don't always have to always be on top of all of these things. We go through seasons where it's just not manageable. If you're in that kind of season, you may find that it makes more sense for you to just hire this out. There are so many different cleaning services out there that would love to have you as a customer. They would love for you to pay them to come clean your house so that you don't have to do it. So just know your season, know where you're at, and then try to figure out how you can prioritize it. You may find that, like I said, you just can dedicate 15 minutes a day to it. You may find that you work better if you just work an hour at a time, or a specific day where you have a chunk of time. That may work best for your schedule, but just try a few different things until you find what works best for you. If you guys have any questions, please leave your questions down below and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing down below. And I will see you guys soon.